script and has no idea what's going on. So I'm about to hand her a script for the first time. But also seated behind me are Eric, who plays Slim, and Andrea, who plays Andrea Jolie. And across the aisle is Phil, who plays Prison King, PK. This is Andrea. She plays Andrea Jolie. This is Eric. He plays Slim. And this is Phil. He plays PK. And the last member of our acting team is Melanie. She plays the part of M. No, actually, Melanie had not even looked at a script until about an hour ago on the flight. So she really is kind of clueless. Everybody else has known this has been coming up for a couple months, and they've tried to get into character. And Phil here said he's gotten into character during the last week, and because of that, his face itches. Now Eric says he can't memorize all of his lines, so we have to give him cue cards, and he wanted sunglasses to hide his eyes while he's reading the cue cards, but then he lost his sunglasses. So we're kind of back to square one with him. Now Andrea's been concerned with wardrobe all week, but I think we got that worked out. And then again back to the troublemaker who never wanted to read the script and says she has contract disputes and a problem with her agent. Now my biggest problem is I don't fly well, so at the moment I'm deaf and I can't even hear myself speak.
Pick from left.
We are going down Lombard Street.
Use mirrors.
Which is bumper to bumper at about 2 miles an hour.
She's waving. To be famous. That's true. You have to see how pretty it is.
Eric, what's that?
Major King.
Should get farther away.
Well, there are a few things you can't control in a shoot like this. One of them's the weather, the other one's parking. We've been running around for about an hour looking for a place to park. Finally found one several blocks away. And it's windy, it's cold, and it's cloudy. And it's a little bit about 8:30 at night here. But we did finally find a place to eat. We're over here across the street behind me on the corner. And we're waiting a couple minutes for a table. And we're gonna have some pizza. Phil is sampling the local brew. Well, we checked out locations before we came here. Andrea's scene is going to be filmed at the Palace of Fine Arts, and we found out that it's under construction. There's scaffolding all over it. At Coit Tower, just above the hill from where we are right now. It didn't look exactly as we thought for Phil's scene, but I think we found a place if the crowd's not too bad. And we're almost thinking about filming in here for Eric's scene. I think we're gonna try to find somewhere else because this is just too small and too loud. Pizza. We had to walk up some dark alley to get here, but I think we finally found our car. Well, it's about 8:20 Saturday morning. We start filming later this afternoon, hoping for good weather. Right now it is cold, windy, a little rainy. I'm standing right on the Pacific Ocean by the Cliff House restaurant here behind me. We're hoping to film a scene out here at sunset. Hope it's a little nicer then. Looks like we got plenty of room out here. Hopefully there won't be a big crowd. And we can film something standing right out here or somewhere near here. But behind me here is the ocean. A lot of cold wind, big waves, and seals on the rocks. Well, we have figured out there's an endless amount of great hills to go up and down on for chase scenes, but every intersection is a four-way stop. It'd be nice to just fly through a couple, but traffic's never going to allow it. Here's a good one. Too bad you can't see the bay out there. Okay, just more shots on a cold, windy, foggy day. That's the Golden Gate, and this from the roof of our hotel. This is Lombard Street, up over the top of the hill, and down is the crooked part. Okay, the weather is improving. And we're eating a little ice cream, waiting for Jim. Okay, Jim has landed, so we got to be here anytime. Oh, looks delicious. Snarf those down in a big hurry. lot of this.
We just watched a guy eat out of the garbage can. And we don't really know if it was a guy or a girl.
I lost her.
She was supposed to guess.
Oh, I'm sorry. What can I say?
Rock monster!
Bread smell coming right out of there.
I worked 5 long years. You had the nerve to put me up. All you know is a crying shame that you tell you about it.
Oh, the gap's back there.
I couldn't possibly. Wind blowing my skirt all over my head. Somebody cares. But, all right. One last thing, Nissa. If one of these men should wiggle or there's this kind of crazy guts.
Here's Jim parking this first-class government vehicle. These actors are nuts.
It's on.
All right, we're back at the Cliff House. I was here about 12 hours ago. It was windy and cold. So right now it's windy and cold. We're waiting for sunset to film one more scene.
This should go pretty quick, huh? Yes.
We are hiding from the wind, getting ready
When y'all laugh, y'all go.
to film our scene.
And then y'all stop, and the ocean and the wind will keep going, and y'all just gotta sit there and cruise. Like they do, like it's a except y'all won't be able to do it. So what do you do? Just talk about, and just stop like that. Okay.
Okay, well, how are we standing? Because we got to
Well,
get
here's what we're gonna
the showing.
do. Phil, stand where you're at. Andrea, go stand here. Where's the ocean? The ocean's the wall. All right. Director.
Okay, here we are, Sunday morning wardrobe makeup check. Tattoos going on. Junk laying all over.
Water and water washcloth and mirror. And
Breakfast.
Go.
Melanie's scenes are almost done, and she's the only one ready to go.
Yeah.
Oh, I missed it. And my name is Agent Chicago. Someone knock on my door. I gotta look for my computer. All right, we'll be up. Oh, we'll be there. All right, we're knocking on Jim's door when we're done, so let's like rock and roll right now.
Wear this chain too.
All right.
Where do we go? Or else, you know, did you read the evidence?
Yeah. Is that thing on?
Yep. No fog over there. And then...
Grab it.
That reminds me of Mary Poppins.
It's cold out here.
That's when there was a fire.
Where's my gun? What?
Oh, whatever.
Don't tape anything. Oh, it's on, I can tell. I got kind of a headache. Oh, you're running out of tape. Crap, we're down to 4 minutes. other two go? Oh, they're way back there. All right, out on the Golden Gate. Cold, windy, and loud due to traffic. Shaky cam. Can't hold the camera still at all. Okay, probably more shaky cam, but we're looking out towards the Pacific. The Marin Hills. Oh, we just finished filming out on the Golden Gate. It's cold and windy, a lot of traffic noise. Had to stop and laugh at the sign because the MacGuffin story has him jumping. One last shot. All right, done filming for the day. And we're all jammed in the back seat here. 3 of us.
How many?
4 of us. Can't count. in the tunnel. Okay, about 7:30 at night. Looking for a place to eat. Oh, I think they found one.
They did one 2 years ago down there.
Okay, after several changes in plan. All right, we're settled in. It's about 8 o'clock. I think 12 hours ago we started shooting, or left the hotel. Long day, but we got some good stuff. Can't wait to get back to the hotel to view it all. Yeah, early Monday morning, just establishing more locations, getting some more shots of San Francisco at Alamo Park, Alamo Square, actually. Just after 8 on Monday morning. I'm sure everybody else is still sleeping. Pretty rainy and drizzly out this morning. Here's cast and crew assembling for the shooting of the chase scenes. This is Eric, sometimes called Slim, who will be cameraman today. Melanie is a stunt driver for Andrea. And Agent Phoenix doing his own stunt driving. And as soon as the chase scenes are done, I think that about wraps it up. So hopefully in the next couple hours we can get this thing taken care of. All right, rolling. Don't move. Don't move. I know it's tough, but don't move. Here comes the Acme Marine Transport returning from Seattle. Stopping for a photo op. Shooting is almost done.
Keep your blind, yeah.
See the Pacific Ocean over here? Well, we did kind of get it with the cliff.
Still wiggling.
Eat it.
We'll drown it in sauce first.
Alright, Phil. I get some proof. At the legs. There.
What do you think?
It's not that bad. There's all the sauce on it. Say that again.
It's difficult, man.
What are you looking at, you hockey puck?
To the car.
What are you looking at?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, nose picker.
I can't get the exposure right.
Grills.
Hey, either you boneheads seen MacGuffin?
Nope.
Oh,
We're dancing.
Alright, back to the hotel.
Just a casual drive into the garage.
Yeah, no big deal. What happened?
It was that fudge.
What was that? Is that fudge in the trunk?
2 pounds.
Oh, they're getting goofy.
Here we go.
This is bad. This is, they get like...
Mom
Especially,
gets
yeah.
she's bailing
She's
out.
bailing. We're talking smack about her. She's getting out of here.
Get that trunk.
Okay, it's early Tuesday morning. Actually, not all that early. But time to get up and roll. Movie shooting's done, but we got more to do. Now, just interesting vacation trivia. Yesterday in room 303, we flooded the toilet. It flooded across the bathroom floor, out onto the carpet, so they moved us next door to 306, but they woke us up this morning because it took them at least a half an hour of plunging the toilet in the other room to get it fixed. We're not sure whether it's done or not. This room smells like this toilet is flooded too. In fact, the carpet's a little damp, so I threw down a towel. This room also has a broken closet door and broken handle on the shower door. So I'm not sure I would recommend this place. Okay, Tuesday, it's Google Day. We're in the parking lot at the Google Plaza. On our Google tour. Now let's see, we're back from Google and into Chinatown. One car got through that light. Where?
On the ground.
Yeah, light's green.
Look out.
Goats. Almost killed someone.
Almost killed herself.
There's some more problems. There's a traffic jam up there. Nobody wants to talk. What is it? Tuesday night? And we're in, I think it's pronounced Chipinos. And we're going to have some swordfish and salmon and fettuccine alfredo and Dungeness crab sandwich. And a little bit of shrimp. But I was just going to get everybody's thoughts on the Google tour today. Does anybody, nobody wants to speak? All right, Eric, camera's on you. What do you have to say? Oops, I didn't get you in the frame. All right, thumbs up. And one mom say?
It was awesome. We had a great tour guide. He gave us 50% off the store.
Is that what it was? Oh, that was good.
I got a yo-yo. Lights up.
You're on.
None of us could figure out how Google can do all the things they do for their employees. We're still trying to figure that one out.
Okay, that was my thought too. Now let's say you had to pick the perfect job and you wanted to have flexible hours, come and go whenever you want. You wanted to have a gym to work out in every day. You wanted to be able to take a nap at work whenever you wanted. You wanted to have free food anytime, anywhere, close by, all day long. Free transportation to and from.
Child care.
Child care, where they would take care of your kids and feed them all day. Free. And what else? What else would make a job perfect?
Free vacation.
Oh yeah, $1,000 bonus practically every year for Christmas, plus free vacation every year for a couple days, like ski trips and stuff like that. Disneyland. That's Google. That's exactly what they do. And we can't figure out what the catch is. It's like there's no reason why you wouldn't want to work there. You want me to get squeeze? You guys get it? Okay, food got here, time to eat. But anyway, we can't figure out the catch. Everything's perfect at Google, and everybody loves it. And we can't figure out how come it seems to be too good to be true. There's got to be a catch somewhere. I think it's kind of a cult. Once they got you in, you can't get out. Okay, a few more Google tidbits. They let you spend 20% of your time working on anything you want that makes you happy. They figure in a regular job you probably waste 20% of your time, so they ask you to go ahead and do whatever you want for 20% of the time, and hopefully working on some project that will eventually be worth something for them. And also, like I said, free food everywhere all the time. Most of it pretty healthy. They dropped all the candy and stuff like that. And they feed every day 125% of their employees. In other words, there's people coming in all the time, like us today, that get fed. And okay, and a little bit more. They had a whole bunch of buildings over a big camp. Their campus is probably as big as Truman State University. Lots of buildings. There are probably at this location, what do you say, 15,000 people there, and 25 to 30,000 worldwide. And all this stuff is paid for by the advertisements that pop up whenever you do any kind of an online search or something like that. So we're still can't quite figure out where all the money comes from and how they can pay for everything. It's truly amazing.
About to give some homeless lady some food.
Hey, lady. Had anything to eat tonight?
Huh?
Had anything to eat?
Fine.
You want some bread?
Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you.
No problem.
Thanks.
Hey. You guys want some food?
Thank you.
Yeah. Some pasta.
Still warm.
Hi, thank you.
Have a good night.
We will now.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect. Look at that. Look at that.
Get some sort of a light.
Harmony.
Okay, Wednesday morning, parting shots of San Francisco. Brightest morning yet. You're just a big wave. "20 minutes to 9, we need to hit the road to Yosemite." Now this bridge is like double deck. And it's like, 6 lanes on top and 6 lanes underneath. And all the tops go in one direction and all the bottoms go in the other direction. So, I don't know which one. We must be on the lower deck. Maybe we won't be able to get along.
Andrea.
Hey.
White Tower.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, was your picture pretty good?
It was awesome. Awesome.
How awesome was it?
I already told you.
I kind of missed it.
Too bad. Too bad.
What you got? Ooh, a little walking the dog. A little around the world. Whoa, he's getting good.
That's all I got.
Okay, a couple miles out of Yosemite. And it's 90-some degrees out, real hot and sunny, and totally different than San Francisco. Okay, that took forever, but we're here. And everybody's dead from lack of food. Looks like a decent place.
The couch folds out.
The couch folds out. Cool. Stand in that rock, did you?
Huh?
Did you go stand on that rock?
There's a bunch of do not enter signs.
Oh, are there really?
Yeah, I bet somebody fell off of it.
Can't hold the camera steady enough. Okay, at Glacier Point, looking at Vernal Falls, the lower falls, and Nevada Falls, the higher one. And we're going to try to hike up to the top of Nevada Falls tomorrow. If I know what I'm talking about, we'll probably start down here. Somewhere down there. Hike through the woods, then up that valley. You can see the trail there to the right of the falls.
Allez François, montre-le un homme.
J'ai dit, ah non, 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 pas là-bas. Oh.
Ah bah non, sur les tuiles, il doit pas y aller. Allez, je peux m'asseoir. Ah mais moi je pense... Maman, maman.
Ou alors, là. Là, j'ai un dossier. Pas longtemps, dépêche-toi.
It's pretty blurry, but I got people walking on those trails.
Down there?
Yeah.
François, dépêche-toi.
Can't hold the camera still.
Et nous centre. François, tu te fais là, t'arrêtes.
But I can see him moving.
Approche-toi un peu là, t'es trop loin.
Maybe it's a bear.
A bear dressed in white.
Approche-toi un petit peu.
I don't see a thing.
Vas-y, Marc. Mets-toi à genoux là.
Allez, viens ici.
Maman, pousse un peu, maman. Approche-toi un petit peu.
Mais arrêtez vos conneries là.
Where am I here? Oh, here we go.
Arrêtez.
Allez,
Grégoire, lève-toi Grégoire, parce que là, vraiment on n'a pas le paysage si on est obligé de baisser pour te voir.
essaye d'avoir derrière aussi.
Oh, there's a bridge above that upper fall.
Really?
Yes, and I cannot hold the camera steady, but there are people walking on the bridge. Gee.
How big of a bridge is it?
Allez, vous me regardez tous là.
C'est pour le jour de l'an, c'est la photo du jour de l'an.
Non mais Geoffroy, t'appuies pas sur moi quand je prends une photo.
Allez, super. Allez, à vous les.
Okay. Okay, we moved on to the Mariposa Grove of giant sequoias. This one looks like it has survived a fire. Phil's running away, seeing if he can run at 4,000 feet. Said he was getting tired just walking. Okay, still walking. Talking about the altitude, making us all a little short of breath here at about 4,000 feet. And we got another couple tenths of a mile to go. In fact, I see it. It's up there.
Sure it's it?
Yeah, positive. I recognize it. It's got a big black triangle spot in front of it. Okay, I ran a little too, but I had to slow down just to take pictures. Alright, we made it. I'm not zoomed in enough to see the funny faces. Running out of daylight here.
So, is that on that side? Yeah.
Yeah, this is when they come out and start feeding. Oh, that's good. Don't move.
You have to hold really still because it takes a while to head.
Wow, that takes forever. Picture's blurred. All right, I'll try it again. Okay, it's about 8:35. Had to go to night shot because the sun went down. We're walking through the big trees and it's getting pretty dark. Works a little better closer up. Yeah, right. Okay, Thursday morning breakfast before the big hike.
It's either mineral water or it's like sparkling.
Okay, we snarfed that down pretty good, I think. Eric's still snarfing. $8 o'clock. Okay, it's almost 9:30, about 9:25. I just took it off to put sunscreen on, and everybody else is getting sunscreened up. We're at the trailhead parking lot. We're trying to figure out where Glacier Point was. We're pretty sure Glacier Point was up here. See anybody leaning over the edge, but my guess is that we were standing right up here taking pictures. Okay, I got 9:39. And we left the parking lot and we're walking up to the trailhead, so this part of the trail doesn't even count on the official distance, I don't think. Okay, crossing Happy Isles Bridge at 7 minutes to 10. And we stopped already. Okay. About 5 after 10, I think we're getting tired.
That's nice for that.
Okay, 10:19, we had to take a water stop already. Back out in the sun, getting hot. Getting closer. People on the trail up there walking somewhere. More over here. Waterfalls around that corner there somewhere. Looking for more people. Trying to catch the spray in the air. Where are the guys at? Huh? Oh, way up there? Okay, less than halfway to the very top. See if I can pick up that rainbow. I can't remember, 300 feet maybe? We're heading to first of all to a railing that's right on this corner. And time right now is 10:45. That was Andrea at the top of the stairs. Okay, now it's actually downhill to the edge. There's the rest of the crew right there. That rock we went underneath. Bridge we took pictures on. Glacier Point's got to be up there somewhere. A nice pool of water over here, and then we're going up this way. I'm just gonna go for a dive. Okay, we'll cross this bridge and keep going up. Here's the destination. Okay, looking back from the bridge, back to the Emerald Pool. All right, getting started again, 11:28. Another approximately 1.5 miles to go. Kind of an open flat area here up above Vernal Falls. Checking out the view. Let's see what they're looking at. All right, here's Nevada Falls. We're going up to the top, and we go up a series of switchbacks that go up. I think they go up the cliff on the left. Seems to me they get pretty close to the falls, but it might be a lot farther away than we think. Okay, quick snack break, and then we're ready to keep going. Just keeps getting steeper. Okay, not that steep. Okay, the kids have gone up ahead somewhere, probably pretty far. Trail keeps going up. We're going up around Liberty Cap. I think I got Andrea. There she is. Just a couple minutes after noon. Yeah, I wondered how we were going to get around this rock face. See if I can keep the sun out of here, and it looks like we do go around it up here. that is a lot of rocky switchbacks coming up this. Here's a guy that started out at Glacier Point this morning. Walked all along here and now it's coming back down. Shouldn't be much more. Okay, no kidding this time. We're almost there.
Oh my God. Just like that.
Top of the falls. 18 minutes to 1. We took off about 9 or 10 minutes to 10. So getting close to 3 hours. Kind of lost the kids. Kind of weird looking with the big boulders up here. Okay, pan around through the tree here. Liberty Cap. Eric down at the bottom of the screen. Can't hold the camera steady enough, but I'm sure that's Glacier Point. Top of a 700-foot waterfall right here below me. Okay, from the top of the falls. Was it worth the hike? Got one thumbs up. Second thumbs up. Oh, got a third thumbs up. You two guys go over and stand on the edge of the earth. Go.
I'm on the edge of the earth. Can you guys help me out here?
Eric standing on the edge of the world. I think we should just climb up that right there.
Yeah.
If you fall in there, you're gone. We'll have to pick you up in the Pacific Ocean.
Oh well.
Well, it was kind of a long hike. Got some rocks and tree roots and water. So let's sit down and eat. The time is 1 o'clock. Water is icy cold. Uh-oh, I think our battery is dead. You went from 20 minutes to dead. Okay, 10 minutes to 2. Starting the trek down, going a different route. It's a little longer, not quite as steep. Down the John Muir Trail. Okay, 3.3 more miles. Okay, I hope I got enough battery for this shot. Falls. Our trail runs along here. Keep walking. Glad we came this way because that was a cool view that I didn't even know you could see. Okay, 3:45 bathroom and water break and about 1 mile to go. Okay, 10 after 4, back to the bridge. Took 6.5 hours. What was that?
Wasn't that hard at all.
Oh, I think it was. Okay, it is 4:23 and we're back.
We made it.
We survived. Back to the parking lot. Now maybe we'll catch a bus and tour around. Okay, Friday, 10 minutes to 10. We're finally, yes, we're finally packed and ready to pull out. Okay, one last photo op at 10:45. We're just getting out of the park. Took nearly an hour. Okay, going back into San Francisco on the San Mateo Bridge at 2 o'clock. Took at least 5 minutes to cross, maybe a little more. I told you. Might as well get more of San Francisco. And it's one big spider.
Red light.
Okay, one more time back down to Fisherman's Wharf. Okay, back to Ghirardelli. Okay, we're back to Ghirardelli, just killing time before going to a Giants game tonight. You know, has it been a week since we were here? It was a week ago tonight we were here buying stuff. Just to talk. Okay, we decided it was Saturday morning we were here last. It's now Friday afternoon. So it was almost a week ago. And here's Eric, who survived scrambling up the rocks to Lower Yosemite Falls, even after hiking 10 miles uphill. Extra large helping so you can feed the homeless. Lots of people, lots of languages. But Melanie pointed out with some little kids that whining is whining in any language. The birds really like this corner.
Walking further in behind, and Dad's taking up the rear, taking pictures. Okay, that's a
Yeah, that's me. Crap that somebody handed me. Okay, crowd gathering for something up here.
The brick circle so we can get the show started. We're not going to rob you, so don't be afraid. Please step on the brick. You get that clap going, y'all. You get that clap going. Let's go. Jimmy, Carter, Gordon, let's go. Now, right, now let's go. That's right, y'all. We got the whole record going for the guys that yard. We ain't playing with it. I want y'all to work. Quick, Walker, let's go. First on deck, we got people at Cardinal Shaw going for the guys. Let's go with it. Cardinal Shaw. baby. Just work it out, baby. Yeah. Now get that crowd going, y'all. Get the crowd going. Get the crowd going. Let's go, baby. Y'all make some noise, y'all. Let's go, Jack. We got double dragon, y'all. Jimmy, y'all, straight from El Salvador. Just got in on FedEx yesterday. Bust it out, baby. Come on, crowd. Get into it, crowd. Oh, yeah, that's right. Don't Jimmy, don't play. Oh! Y'all make some noise out for Kenny. That's okay. We got the heavyweight champion of the team. Y'all put your hands together.
I think we were talking to his son the other day and asked him where MacGuffin was. Hang on. All right, well, that's all right. We're inside North Beach Pizza on Pier 39. That look better? Well, you can see the top of my bald head. And we're waiting for Mom to show up. Where is she? Oh, there she is. All right, some of us had the buffet. So Phil is eating a mountain of food. But how much is Eric eating? That one he's munching on is number 7.
8.
And he's working on number 8. Of course, he doesn't eat the crust.
Small pieces. Yeah, they're pretty.
And I've overeaten on the whole trip also. Stuck in traffic, trying to get to the game.
What happens if you have to stop?
All right, last stop on the trip, Giants game. Parking out on a pier. Couple of big ships out here. And looking through this fence, ballpark's over here. Game time, half an hour. Can't zoom in on the AT&T Park sign. Saturday morning, San Francisco Airport, just a couple minutes before 9 o'clock. Flight's supposed to leave at 9:30, and we're on our way home, wrapping things up. Went to a Giants game last night, but they got beat by the Diamondbacks 10-2, and we had some bets going, and I came out the winner. Eric made a couple bucks, and Phil was the big loser. Also, last night in the game, there's a home run hit right over our heads, dropped about 3 rows behind us, and we got on TV because the ball landed right behind us. Pretty cool. Except Eric should have caught it.
Right now.
Anyway, pretty good trip all around. Shooting in the movie went pretty good. Yosemite was fun, took a long hike. Eric scrambled up the boulders to lower Yosemite Falls even after hiking 10 miles. And then we went to the game and saw a lot of San Francisco several different times in good weather and bad.
Gate 63, please.
$9:12, almost time to go.
Storm clouds.